Alright, here we go again. Now I gotta go to the Undercroft.
Revelio.
Keep out of sword's reach.
This place has seen better days.
Just quickly do some Merlin's trials down here.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Oh, really? Well, I have to go and collect some of that.
An intruder!
Yep. I'll take this, thank you.
Revelio.
Far out.
Revelio. Confringo. Potato. Stupid. Stupid. Confringo.
Ow.
Bombarda. Descendo. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
That's the best you can do. Not now, not ever.
Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Can't they say it's to stop?
Lumos.
That was easy.
Revelio. Revelio.
People back. Do you know how much distress you cause? Portraits have feelings too. Taken out. Any moment you are. Roll.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
It's part of the quest.
I'll send you an hour when I have news.
Revelio.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Awful when they ask you a question, though, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just lie.
Revelio.
Better go grab some little mallow sweet.
Revelio. Revelio. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
Already used, obviously. Thought I had. Just being weird.
Revelio. Revelio. Mine now, demi-guys. This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Revelio.
Wish I would just let one locks.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio. Bombarda! Glacius! Accio! Descender! Revelio! Bombarda! Descender! Accio! Glacius! Descender! Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Revelio! Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Knowing a meat he's likely studied here. Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Ah.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul. Thank you for passing.
Revelio.
And you just stand next to him, Sebastian. What, you weirdo.
I
came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominous and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. It was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again. Revelio.
Do you?
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill
Well,
anyone can't stop us. Not quite. We'll let you bet.
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
Which one I
Bombarda.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
Good job.
better or for worse. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Confringo! Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hair,
Revelio.
or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smash.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Oh, her house.
That bridge has seen better days.
Reparo. Revelio.
Here we go. Look at that. Oh, wow.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Good.
Revelio.
Well, we're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
Accio.
Or declare war.
Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Of course it is. Ah.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
Ah, There's
Ah.
that Hufflepuff loyalty you're so well known for.
Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Peace.
Revelio! Confringo!
A rune symbol.
Confringo! Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio! Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant.
I'll be back.
Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, what do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully,
Revelio.
let's unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all
No.
baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around. Revelio.
Ah, the other way to the Undercroft. Easy.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Great.
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the
Oh,
mine
calm
you
down,
just
mate.
went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Ah, stop it.
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
I wondered if you might teach me how to cast that curse you mentioned.
Oh, which one?
On second thought, perhaps I don't need to learn any curses at the moment.
Very well. Let's speak again soon.
I think he wants to curse me at the
I have
moment
some
anyway.
promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her.
Revelio.
Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Before I do that, astronomy tower.
Revelio.
All right.
Revelio.
Someone lent me a book.
Revelio.
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
I have to do that after.
Let me know if there's anything.
God, they make it expensive, don't they?
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Yeah, why not?
Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as
That's
the poachers.
true.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Revelio.
And one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
I feel like the poachers are going to be there.
There she is. Above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
She doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
I'll still get one more enemy with that.
At least
Revelio. Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step. Revelio.
I'm starved to pick off a grapple.
Or just raring for a fight.
What was that? Well, there's no turning back now. Over here!
Wait here! I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll follow when it's safe.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Revelio.
A warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
I was trying to help her.
We're almost there. Why is every bridge here?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath. I'm ready whenever you are.
Revelio. I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in?
No. I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
That's what I'm thinking.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
I'd get rid of that. I must admit, alright.
Faster, High Wing! Away, High Wing! Away!
Meat, sorry.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I'll be with you.
Revelio. Nothing to identify, for now at least. Revelio. Lumos.
My mother adored them.
Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Have you ever spoken directly to a
Or a
goblin?
goblin.
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
Of course he will. Wish I could jump off, grab my broom.
Revelio.
I'm just gonna start selling my stuff off that I'm not wearing. Need the space.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Now, if I'm not wearing it, it goes.
Hope to see you again sometime.
No, mate. I just sent you broke.
Revelio. Revelio. This looks intriguing. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Alright, so I've already put into this one, obviously.
Revelio. Descendo. Bombard. Accio. Descendo. Glacier. Accio. Bombard. Descendo. Accio. Descendo. Glacier. Bombardo. Accio. Descendo. Potato. Glacier. Bombardo. Descendo. Accio. Glacier. Stupefy. Accio. Descendo. Glacier. Bombardo.
All right.
Revelio. Confringo. Confringo.
Come on. Take it they've all got to go down at the same time. So we'll go.
Confringo. That's that. Settled.
Good thinking, unknown.
Revelio. Reparo. Accio. Descendo. Potato. Stupefy. Accio. Glacier. Descendo. Bombardo. Ugh. Revelio. Glacier. Descendo. Accio. Glacier. Bombardo. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo.
Confringo. Confringo. Confringo. Confringo. Confringo. Confringo. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Revelio.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh. Alan himself would be proud.
Revelio.
I should investigate.
Flame on.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Bombarda.
Can't keep rolling.
Descendo. Bombarda. Descendo.
Bombarder!
Come on. Trying to say, get in there.
Revelio.
I actually think I need the loo.
Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. but
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings,
Cut
Lord Cook.
off.
It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see
Revelio.
you soon.
What are Amit and I to do again?
Remain
God.
unseen to pass through the enchanted doorway to the mine. Once inside, study any plans you may find.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
The door is looking at us. Revelio.
I'll be quiet. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lid.
Revelio.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still
Revelio.
Kind of want to explore.
I've read about places like this, but seeing one is something else altogether. How nice.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least. Revelio.
That's the lot. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word.
I was gonna go through quietly, but you know.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio. Confront. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out.
Revelio.
Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Handed.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
That could be used for better things than this so-called patrol.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio.
Come on.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Me too.
Confringo. Revelio.
Hope I don't miss anything.
Confringo.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Revelio.
The boiler activated that handle. See it?
Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Revelio.
Come on, where am I going?
Revelio. That should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Confirm. Revelio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I wouldn't be surprised if we try to get stopped.
Revelio. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
I needed a way to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio.
Wouldn't surprise me if Lodgok comes. Level.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit down. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
There's a lot of hidden trophies. Also, I'm gonna need a lot of mellow sleep.
I know what that means. Merlin trial. I hope Professor... Revelio.
More impressive than the last. Come back.
Expelliarmus.
Reparo.
Confringo.
Revelio.
Here we go.
Confringo.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
think it's time to go back to Alvy for a bit.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Bombarder. Revelio. Revelio. Descendo. Accio. Potato. Levioso. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Let's see what's up. Reparo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. That's that. Settled. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Accio. Descendo. Glacius. Bombardo. Revelio. The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Oh, come on.
This looks intriguing. Descendo. Glacius. Potato. Stupefy. Accio. Bombardo. Descendo. Revelio.
Yes. Because what are they putting at? All right.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. I should investigate. Revelio. Accio. Capulso. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days. Revelio. Revelio. That wasn't too hard.
Done.
Revelio.
Be it upon your lips when our expectations take flight like kestrels. Be it upon your
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio.
Just should have took less time, is all I was saying.
The beasts around here can... Aloha Mora. Everything's all right now. Revelio. 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 Repel. Lumos.
Look, I'm not going to ponder it. If it's not going to give it to me straight away, I'll come back to it later. Things to do.
Revelio. Revelio.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Now, come on, I've got to get this broom first.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Got a bit of a way to travel. Oh well. We'll do this first.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there.
Wow.
And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Only a hairy
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
Oh no.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
He might be dead.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check.
Please tell me you did.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir. I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well. Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood. Revelio.
Hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
What I feel like something's happened to Natty. But I could be wrong.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
She's not gonna be there.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. The hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Harlow said her friend would be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
You'll be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
What are you?
Revelio.
I don't know why they're called unforgivable curses. Using them don't bother me none.
It's because they can't be forgiven, stupid.
Witch in Felcroft. I was surprised how much jewelry she had.
Bombarda.
Weighed as much as a grapple.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hey!
Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find her.
Revelio.
Quite conductive, aren't we? Expulsor!
Accio.
Expulsor!
Bombarda. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh wow, that's bright.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left you.
Revelio.
Where's this? I heard it.
Hello, Homora. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the sides. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
I've got it.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared
Go
for
on.
Valiant. These Ashwinders must pay. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Revelio.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer.
Be a good boy.
Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now.
Revelio.
You may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Twinkle's heart and denoming the garden.
Well, any family with more than one household.
This might be enough.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's yours. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Revelio.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Revelio.
Leviosa.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
Oh, awesome. Anything that makes me more resilient.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Reparo. Accio. Protego. Click. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harley.